All right, well, y'all proved me wrong. I told my wife that last video, the Leganometry video, I said, I don't know if it's that good of a video or not, but I've had all this footage, I spent all this time recording it, I'm putting it out. I told her, I said, well, I said, if nobody watches it, I'm not gonna put out any more woodworking videos. And man, y'all didn't know it, but secretly you responded anyway. It got like 410 views for a woodworking video on my channel. That is a ton. Thank y'all so much for coming and watching it. So I've gone ahead and this is Leganometry Volume 2. So we're gonna pick it up right where we left off. This was right after we were on the whiteboard talking about where we gotta make the cuts down to the sides. So we're gonna go right to the saw and get going cutting on that now. All right, so after some standing and some staring and just thinking and rethinking everything, I set my saw up the same way as I did last time. I went ahead, I pushed my saw all the way in to the blade, and I moved my little slide scale over to 0. I backed it out 1 inch. I took my calipers, I measured it from the inside of this tooth to my fence, and it is sitting at 1 inch now. So I'm gonna get the four legs, and I'm gonna go ahead and cut on the back side and make that first cut on all 4 of them. Got that cut made at 1 inch. So now my next move is I'm going to measure from the outside of the dado blade, the outside of the tooth to the fence. I'm going to measure it at 2.99, I believe, and I'm going to get that set up so that we can make our second cut to set our width of our board right there. So let's get to doing it. Golly. So, in case y'all haven't figured it out yet, this is like perhaps a prime example of how to overthink something. I mean, it seems pretty simple. You just cut out the spot for it so it'll all kind of interlink and intertwine, and it seems simple when you're just making it one cut at a time, but good grief, when you go back and look at it and you go, oh my God, man, there's a lot going on right here. And that is 100% the truth. There is a lot going on right here. But you just, like I always say, you just kind of have to take it one bite at a time. So we've got all the cutouts made at this point. So now we've got to do the stringers that'll run front to back. So those are going to be the ones that are going across. You see, you got the kind of flat face of the boards where they're glued together. So this is looking at it from the side where you can see that it's 3 boards glued together. So, good grief, what a pain in the butt this is going to be. Well, I say it is, it might not be. So first off, these boards are a little bit thinner. They're not quite the 1 inch thick that these are. These are 0.830. Talked about that earlier. Why are they 830? Because that is probably just what the thinnest board that I had was. So I made them all the same thickness just for ease of operation. I can just set up the machine one time and just run through it. So first things first, we've got to set our blade height at 0.830. So let me get my little digital measuring device. Go and pull our blade down. I like to adjust this thing. Now it is magnetic, so it does stick right here on my base nicely. I like to just drop it down on the top of the tooth right here. Where are we at? Come on. Right here. I like to drop it down right on the top of that, and that way I'd rather come up because it'll push it up as I go to get it set just right. what does this say, 0.830. So how do I know that I'm dead center on the blade? Well, I kind of guess at it, and then once I get it where I want, I'll kind of spin it through and make sure that I'm kind of at the very top of the stroke here. So I'm not gonna go, as y'all already know, I'm not gonna go the full 830. I'm gonna take it, well, actually no, I just hit it dead on. You know what? Maybe we'll just run with it. Ooh, you know what? I almost messed up. Once again, I forgot to add the thickness of our fixture, which is 0.78. So I get my trusty little calculator and I go 0.78 plus 0.83, 1.61. So 1.61 is what we're actually trying to get to. Let me hold this guy down, unlock my blade. Here we go, 1.61. That is quite the difference from 0.830. Come on. There it comes. Ooh, my glasses are falling like I feel them sliding. I'm almost where I want to be though. There it is, 1.61, dead on balls. So now, let me get this out of the way. And you can see, there we go. If I bring it back around right there, ooh, I'm at 1.636, so we need to drop that down and try again here. Pretty easy, I just push it back down, come at it again. There we go. Lock her down and see if we clear. Oh yeah. It's actually 1.612. I think I'm okay with that. Yep, I am okay with that. I like that guy. Now that is a little Wixie gauge. I think I bought that. Actually, I think I bought it off Amazon. Big Amazon guy, as y'all already know. I do buy some things from Woodcraft, but usually I can find them for the same price or cheaper off Amazon. So I am a Prime member, so you know, got to take advantage of those Prime benefits. All right, so now where are we gonna make our cut? So this is another one of those times where I'm gonna have to look at it 37 times to make sure that I don't pick the leg up and do the wrong side. So I'm gonna do it on the outside of each leg. So I'm gonna go around, I'm gonna measure each leg. I'm gonna do it right here at the bottom on the 1 inch where we've kind of done everything else. We're gonna whittle this leg down just a little bit more. So we're gonna come 1 inch from our fence. We're gonna make our first cut. Then, you know, we're gonna come up, we're gonna measure 3 inches, and we'll hog out the center to cut it out. Then at the top, we're gonna just come 3 inches down from the top and then hog it out. Pretty easy deal. So first things first, I'm gonna go ahead and go over and I'm gonna mark each leg. I'm gonna color on it, that way I know which side I wanna go ahead and hog out. That way when I pick it up and I'm focusing on being safe around my blade, I don't have a brain fart and cut the wrong part of a leg. So I'm gonna go ahead and go color these right quick, and then we'll come back and we'll set up our fence. So just to give y'all a quick idea of how paranoid that I get that I'm gonna cut the wrong side of one of these, I actually took the time to stand them all up on the workbench to make sure 100% that I had marked the right area to cut out on each one of them. You can see I got the pencil marks on them there, on those right there. And I got them all marked, and I'm gonna leave them standing right there and cut these. Well, okay, I'm probably not gonna leave them standing there because my luck, the vibration of the dust collection or something will make them fall over and break one of the bottoms of one of them or something. But at least I know that I've got them all marked right, so we can get up here now and make these last cuts on these jokers. Alrighty, brand new day. Ooh, hey, look at that. I guess that was supposed to come off of there a long time ago, and I just didn't realize it. So, like I said, we're gonna come off our fence 1 inch for our first cut here. Let's move her in here in place. Let's bring this guy down. Roll him out to 1. Let's lock him down. Now, oh yeah, I remember now. I still don't have an exactly foolproof way for nailing this thing the way that I want to. I guess really what I could do is just measure the width of this tooth right here and then just add that to my 1 inch. That's actually a pretty smart idea. Probably should have thought of that sooner. So let's just see. It is, the thing about this tooth is it's not super consistent. It is 0.19. So if I go to 1.19, that should be perfectly 1 inch. If I can get it to go here. Golly, I can get right there and then jump past it. There it is. So that's 1.19. So we should be able to go from the inside edge of this tooth, right there. Oh. All right, let's try this again. Okay, here we go. Now we'll just ease this guy in real slow. That's pretty nice. So now let's check it against our foot right here, because that's already going to be cut at 1 inch. Check it right quick like. Oh shoot, yeah. That is dead on balls. All right, so I'm gonna be cutting this side. All right, so first things first now, we're gonna lock this guy down. I'm gonna go through and make the first cut. Actually, yeah, gonna go through and make the first cut, and then if everything lines up good right here, we're gonna go through and we're gonna make the first cut on every one of them. Wish me luck. Let me get my glasses. So we are 1 inch off from here. So now we want to go 4 inches. Remember, we're adding 1 inch for the space right here. Then we want to be 4 inches to this edge to cut our top. I do believe I have that all correct. So we're going to go to 3.99. I would rather it be a little bit tight than a little bit loose. Bring it a little closer. And that is the difference in the tooth, is what it is. I feel like I brought that in a fair little bit. That's what it is. It's just that one tooth that cuts a little bit deeper than the rest. Tighten her up. Yep, I need to take just a little bit more out of it, not much. I did too. Oh yeah. That is all the nice. That's it right there. Heck yeah, let's cut the rest. So, next on our agenda is we got to make the same cut right here. Now you'll notice that it is going to be getting into this. I'm just going to have to cut a notch out of this board, and I'll deal with that when the time comes because this is just how I want it all to fit together. So basically for this, I've just got to measure 3 inches from the outside right here to our fence, make one cut, and then bang, we just lop it all off from there. So maybe I'll get a little luckier, find a more consistent tooth to do my measurement from this time so we can just hit it one shot and keep it moving. So let me get my calipers right quick and we'll get this measured. I'm going to start it at 2.98. We'll make our first cut there and then see how nice it fits. Because like I said, I can always take a little bit more than less. Alright, so we're going to try that. So that should be about a thou shorter than it needs to be. So we'll make our first cut, we'll hog all that wood out, and then we'll see where we're at. Fingers crossed. across, I can definitely tell you right now, looking at this other cut, probably gonna need to cut into it just a shade more. Yep. That's okay though. That's a quick adjustment. I got this trick in my bag. All right. Yep, right there. That's perfect. Let's cut them. All right, so hey, there it is. Our legs are done, and Leganometry has been completed. I hate this part. Well, I take that back. I don't hate it. I like doing it because it's challenging and it's cool and it's woodworking, but it puts my brain in a pretzel a lot of times, having to try to visualize all these cuts and how to fit together the way that I want and make sure that I don't screw up and put the cut in the wrong place, because I have done that before, and not just totally, ruin my leg that I made and all that. But in the end, they all came out really, really cool. This was definitely the most intricate, most difficult part of this entire build for this thing. So next up, I want to say is probably just going to be, we're going to start assembly. So thank y'all for watching the Leganometry Volume 1. I hope you, if you're still here, thank you for watching Volume 2. Come back, because when we're going to put this thing all together, you're going to get to really see how all this works and fits together. It's really cool. I'm really excited for y'all to see it. So we'll see you in the next one.